Hi, everybody. Okay, before I get into the whole storyline of today, I have to talk about something that I think they messed up on the spoiler alert for this week, for the past week, because I saw Carter in it, but we did not see Carter this week at all. And Carter made some kind of plea to Ridge about wanting to marry Hope. Nada. I saw nothing. I swear to God, I saw nothing. So I don't know. Okay, getting on to today's story, which I'm kind of peeved about that. If you're gonna give me Carter, give me Carter. Okay. Okay. On to today's story. Okay, so the big to do this week was the party, and now we have the aftermath of the party, and we realize how intoxicated Will got because this is a story that Deacon told him because we see him in the bed and he's getting up and he's confused because it looks like somebody was beside him, but the somebody isn't there anymore. And through deductive reasoning, I figured it out that it was Luna, right? In a mask, by the way. So that kind of goes with the whole he didn't know who it was kind of a thing. Plus, it was dark as hell and everything else, which I complained about earlier this week. Okay. So, and it's going to be sad because he just now came to the realization of what happened overnight at the last 2 minutes of the show. I swear to God. Because he was talking to Deacon about what did I do last night? What happened? Did I do anything embarrassing? And he said, and Deacon said, no, I wouldn't let that happen to you. And they're like, okay, cool, cool, cool. And then he says, yeah, it's kind of blurry, but it'll never happen again. I'm like, okay. So then he goes to work and he sees Electra and Ivy is there for like 2 minutes. Besides, Ivy and Electra were having a conversation before this, but then Ivy leaves. Okay. So we see um, Electra and Will kind of talking. And then her face is kind of buried in his chest, I guess, or whatever. So you do not see her face, okay? All the whole 2 minutes of the end of the show is his face because going through his mind is what happened last night to him. Because remember, Electra left. I told you guys that. Okay, so he come to the realization that something happened with somebody else in a mask, and you can see the worry and the um, I don't know, the fact that he didn't want to do it, the worry and the everything else, every emotion on his face. That boy can act because I've said it before. Anybody who can act with their face and not have to say a thing, that's talent right there. Okay, so now the question is once he realizes what happened, is he going to tell Electra or no? Because then, then the other thing of that is if he tells her, is she going to accept it or is she going to break up with him or whatever? Which is not what I wanted to have happen here. Okay, for the record, I said I wanted them to break up and have a mutual discussion about it and not have it be something else, which it turned into. Because you could say it turned into a drunken night of whatever. Okay? That's not how I wanted it to happen. I wanted it to be a mutual breakup. Man, you guys are going to shatter two people at one time. Okay, so that's what happened. So for and then Luna on the other side. Luna is really really happy. You know, you might say glowing, although nobody knows why. Um, she feels like she can't talk to Lee because Lee is like a drill sergeant, right? So Sheila tells her that, you can talk to me. And then she tells her that she saw Will and everything else. But she didn't tell her everything. But yeah, so that's what happened. Now let's hear the fallout. Come next week. Okay. Bye, guys.